All right, so Theo, this is something that I feel is going to touch a lot of people. No, not in a weird way. No, just in a way of like this, it gets your brain going. Now, do you believe, firstly, that we live previous lives? Because I have evidence that I feel like shows that we do.
You have evidence.
Evidence.
Evidence,
mate.
So you, out of the billions of people that have ever lived on this planet, you have discovered.
No, because other people have had,
evidence.
Basically.
So
before I get into it, just say, do you think we do or not?
So you're basically asking me, do I believe in Buddhism?
No.
Reincarnation, previous lives, next lives. That's what it is. It's reincarnation.
Okay, you could put a label to it, but like the bottom line is previous lives, yes or no?
Ah, damn, such stuff. No.
Okay, and
if I had to say yes or no, I'd be like falling into that no side of the garden.
Okay. Well, I am going for the yes, right? Because have you ever seen those people that, kids, babies, that instantly they're 2 years old or 3 years old and they're talking about where they used to live and the location and they describe it? Have you never seen that?
No.
Mate, there's literally there's kids that will their first sort of when they learn to talk, they'll say, yeah, when I used to live in I remember there's this one where this little girl was talking about where she used to live in Scotland. She's English. The family are from England. And she was like, yeah, and they took, it was part of a documentary and they went to that location that the girl was explaining and everything she was explaining about the area, what was there was absolutely true. And she explained how she died, everything like that. And there's been quite a few. Wait, oh my God. Bless you. Bless you.
Carry on.
But yeah, she was explaining about all this stuff and it was accurate. And there's been a lot of, cases of this where people remember parts of previous lives when it is impossible that at that young age they could ever talk about this sort of stuff.
So when you first started saying that,
yeah, I
was gonna say, well, she's a kid, she's making it up, she's just doolala, and then you were like, they went to that place. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah. Like they went there and they were like, yeah, all this was real. She said,
how do you know the parents haven't taken her there and she's
no, because there's too many cases of this where it's like this is something going on here. And is there anything say for example phobias you have or anything like that you think could be linked to say maybe a past life? Well, I'm hugely scared of bees. Why? I have been ever since I was born. I'm hugely scared of
How do you know when you were a kid you didn't have this traumatic event?
No, I didn't. I've been stung by a wasp. I've never had a traumatic experience with a bee.
But a lot of people are scared of bees because they're terrifying.
Okay, that's a good point. Now I'm going to hit you with another one.
Oh no.
Right? By the age of 3, I would swear my head off, know all these different swear words, and I would say them loads. I would literally constantly swear at the age of 3 and 4. My mum never swore. There was never swearing on the TV. I was never surrounded by swearing, yet I knew all these words.
But
yeah,
when you are in your mother's womb,
yeah,
you're always learning.
Yeah.
Hearing.
But my point is that my family aren't one to swear. My mum, she doesn't go in locations where people are swearing. I've never been exposed to that, yet my first early vocabulary, honestly, mate, my sister would have a party. The parents would come and pick, she was 5, I was 3 or 4. The parents would come and I'd just be swearing at them. No, honestly, I'd be like, get there, or swearing at Amy, you're such a effing bitch.
First word was the F word.
No, honestly, and then it's only when I got to 7 years old that I was like, whoa, what am I doing? This is all wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. But my instinct when I was that young, I somehow knew all these words and would swear all the time. And I'm like, is that something from a previous life? I know it sounds a bit far-fetched, but why would I know all those words?
You would have, mate, this is so dodgy. I'm telling you I can't say for a fact, but I'm so certain that in the womb or at some point in your early years, you would have heard these words subconsciously.
Okay. Let's forget the bees, forget the phobias, forget that. These are instances of where kids have had they're talking about their previous life. I'm sorry, but I feel, I mean, it comes into this thing of ghosts and passing over, when you die, where do you go? Do you get dependent on how you've lived your current life? Does that determine whether you go to the other side in the sense of like you're still on Earth, but you're in ghost form,
karma,
spirit? Oh, no, not karma. Wait.
Have you been a good boy or a bad boy?
No, wait. But like whether you become, spirit, so you're still on Earth, but you're here, you're still in spirit form, or whether you get reincarnated into something else, so a human, an animal, or whether you
just nothing.
Yeah, or whether it's nothing.
So depending on how well you performed in your life, you go to darkness, spirit, you get a second chance.
Yeah, but what do you believe? Like on an actual level, like what do you believe happens when you die?
That would be so sick if you just get like another opportunity and that'd be so weird because how would you know you get another opportunity if you can't remember it? But then you're saying that other people have remembered it.
Yeah, so it's like,
oh god, this is gonna blow my mind.
Yeah, and it's like, have you ever heard of those people that like die, like physically die, and get brought back to life, and they explain about how I met a loved one. It's like someone like my granddad or something came and showed me like I went through this beautiful forest, or I went through this something, and then and they I swear that like whenever I've watched stories on that subject, they're all very similar in that sort of sense. And it's like, what happens? What happens?
Is there a difference between being dead and your heart stopping?
Yeah, your brain's still alive, isn't it?
Because when someone used to get beheaded, they're conscious for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
So they're like,
okay, right guys, the audio actually messed up just after this point, so we do come back to this point, but we now go on to talk about sort of sixth sense and, people that claim to have supernatural powers, like seeing spirits and stuff. So, yeah, enjoy.
Going back to the sixth sense.
Yeah.
I went away on a trip once.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this girl's mum.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to me, oh yeah, I can see people's.
Oh.
What did she say? It was like I can see people's aura.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
aura.
Like
explain more.
An energy around.
I can see their energy around them.
I'll tell you something interesting.
I can see their energy. I can see.
That's what my sister used to do when she was like 4 years old. She used to say shit like that.
Okay.
Yo, wait, carry on.
So I was like, oh, go on, explain more. In my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I can see like your glow around you. There's like yellow ring around.
What the fuck?
someone.
That's what my sister used to... No, listen. My sister used to say that she saw colours around people. So she'd be like, there's a brown colour around that person. There's a yellow around that person.
That's what she was saying.
What the hell? Well, isn't that weird, mate? My sister, at literally the age of 4 years old, she couldn't have had anything to go by on this. And my mum used to, like, she says, yeah, Amy used to have this weird, like, in our old house, which is certified, like, dodgy. It just was. Like, no, mate. There was something weird about it. Yeah, she used to say in that house she would see like and around people see a colour around them. Yeah. Now you can't just instantly go, oh yeah, just loony. Yeah, they're just loony, because that's a very
dismissive.
Ignorant, and it's just not very like open.
But the way the sentence was started was, I have a superpower.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
but I guess you're like, it's one of them where you think in your head like you're batshit crazy, but you can't. You gotta just allow it. I guess.
It's just a thing you don't know. So like, unless like you don't know what they.
She could be seeing these are auroras.
She could. You never know. Obviously, like
She could.
Obviously, naturally, our thing is to go, oh yeah, we could. If you can't comprehend something, like if you don't experience it, the natural instinct is to go dismiss. Like, whereas, like, being able to, like, even though you don't experience something and you never have, the ability to be able to go, like, to hear something like that and be open to it, like, takes, like, so not being a dumb shit.
What do you feel about the gut feeling? Explain that.
Well, yeah, but the gut feeling could just be, like, your instinct of, like, survival, which is a subconscious thing. So it's like, you don't consciously go, oh yeah, I'm going to jump, or like remove your hand when it hits boiling water. That's an instinct.
I have a gut feeling that I shouldn't get on that plane. And it goes down.
Well, yeah, I mean like that. Okay, so you mean like the thing of the
feeling of I shouldn't do that. There's something about the
situation
that doesn't feel right.
Okay, no. I feel you on that. Are there certain people that have these abilities where they can they know future things, they know previous life things? And if you're not that person, your instinct is just there chatting shit, especially when they charge money for it. Like, for example, I'm gonna read your palms and stuff.
That's
like,
I'm sorry. That's
but how do you know that? Like, if you had that power, would you not go on? And you actually did. Would you not go? I fucking should make the most out of this.
Okay, what about the guys that turn over some cards?
Tarot cards.
You telling me that's?
Well, we don't know.
Mate,
we don't know.
I could sit there and be like, oh, so this means fucking.
Yeah, you could do that 100%, but you don't have enough evidence to prove whether that does or doesn't. Like, you don't. Yeah, but you have to.
Mate, someone in a factory has made some cards.
Yeah, some people. It's like, yeah, but listen, like, to dismiss it just because someone's made something in a factory, like, this is the thing. What you got to realise, mate, when you just shut something down, it's quite an ignorant point of view.
I know, I get that point of view.
Yeah.
Okay? I totally understand it.
Yeah.
You got to be respectful for these guys.
It's not just respectful, it's being open to,
but I'm saying
there's not just one way of living.
Tarot readings, you're literally turning over some factory-made cards.
So do you know the process of tarot card reading? Can you, like, quote it to me? Because it sounds like you don't actually have a clue
about it. Sounds like you're sticking up for the tarot card reading.
No, all I'm doing is I'm saying that, like, just because, like, for example, the Ouija board, that's made by the same people that make the Monopoly board, right? And some people are like, oh, I can never go near that. Oh, no, it's got a curse. It's a fucking bit of plastic, mate. Like, it is. But, like, it's literally because you've never probably watched a horror movie on tarot cards, you probably think, oh, just a bit of plastic. But the reason why you have this scary thing about the Ouija board is because you've seen it in Hollywood or you've heard weird stories about it.
Well, I think the Ouija board is like a nonsense.
Yeah, but what about when you were like 15?
I don't think I knew what an Ouija board was. Like, I never really watched horror films. I find horror films terrifying.
Okay,
I don't watch
why?
Them. It's scary. Like, why do you put yourself for a scary film? You don't want to do that. You get like sweaty and like I watched The Woman in Black for the next 3 days. I couldn't look in a window.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think there's something in that you see something or and it's portrayed a certain way. Therefore, you have an assumption of it before you've even experienced it. So, for example, you've like heard about tarot cards just being a load of bollocks. You see that they're just a piece of like a bit of paper essentially, and you're like, yeah, blatantly legit. Well, that's basically what you're like. But you don't actually have a clue about like behind like what they actually do, and if there is the possibility that someone can use those cards to predict futures. Like, you don't actually know. So just completely dismissing it is not necessarily the right thing, but just instantly believing it and being gullible by it, that's also not the right thing to do.
It's all about like star signs.
Yeah.
Do you believe in star signs?
Well, that's the thing, because like obviously you see like, oh yeah, if you're a Pisces, that means you're a happy person. It's like, I feel like a lot of that is that it just instantly says generic things that realistically we can all relate to.
So in history,
yeah,
there has been some random guy or girl that has made up star signs.
No, they haven't. The zodiac is but something that's been around for millions of years.
Yeah, but someone's had to say the zodiac means this, Aries means that. How it's got to come from somewhere. Someone's got to have made it up and written about it.
Yeah. So what? So
before that person saying, "Oh yes, an Aries is a happy person," before that,
yeah. Well, yeah, you could argue that. You could argue like, okay, yeah, it's come from a human being. Yeah. How? Like, why would they have come up with that? Because at first it wasn't used to sell money. Like, make money even. It wasn't you. They didn't invent the zodiac sign and all of that just to make money. People lived by it. Why would they live by it? Why would they waste their time on it if it's a load of bollocks?
Because it could have been some guy in history that's like, I want to be the creator of star signs.
Yeah.
I want to go down in history as I discovered.
So why is it being such a huge thing that's gone like through the whole entire...
Because people love something to believe. They love the belief in something. Yeah. That's what. There's no like physical evidence. All these religions exist or whatever. People just love to believe. You've got to have something to believe.
Yeah. But like fair enough with religions. I totally get that. But zodiac, like, that's not just a way of life. Yeah, but you could say, oh yeah, I want to believe that like Buxton water gets you pissed. But like that's like
physically impossible.
No. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, as in the whole zodiac thing. At first was like a way of just like, I mean that's the thing, we don't know 100% like everything it's used for. But my point is that zodiacs is like, and all that star sign shit, like that could be a load of bollocks. But the way in which like using the stars to live by, I don't know, something, maybe some, basically we're not knowledgeable enough to even comment on
But
this
what
shit.
I'm saying is that with the star signs, like you are an Aries.
Pisces.
Oh yeah, March 20. Okay.
Yeah.
You're Pisces.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, there is something in every single one that could be related to you.
Yes.
So I'm going to click on...
Agreed.
Let's click on Libra.
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 Library. Right. Wait, let's restart recording because these are on 29 minutes. So, people born under the sign of Libra are peaceful, fair, and they hate being alone. So do we fucking all. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's very generic. Partnership is very important for them as they mirror, as their mirror, and someone give them the ability. Like, this English is pretty good. Yeah, they want someone to basically mirror themselves. These individuals are fascinated by balance and symmetry. So are we all. We all put like things to be. So yeah, it's very generic. It's very just like. But saying that, like, okay, you know, these zodiac star sign stuff, like, you could argue are a way to make money. Yeah.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Go on.
A Leo. These are things Leo likes, okay? Taking holidays. Being admired. Expensive things. Fun with friends.
Right.
What they dislike is being ignored. Facing difficult reality and not being treated like a king or queen.
Right. Just like...
This is, honestly, star signs are the biggest load of bollocks.
Yeah, well, no. Those horoscopes. So you're reading horoscopes and all that shit. Yes, it's a way to make money. So therefore, I think... But, like, what you could do, mate, is you can take, like, something that may be legit. Listen. You could take... Wait, before you read that, you can take something that may actually be legit, like the zodiac system. There may be something in that, but you could use it to make something that is bollocks, like this star sign stuff. But the zodiacs, you can't discredit that because you don't actually know enough about it.
But when it says a Sagittarius...
what?
But when it says a Sagittarius...
Sagittarius.
Is it No, I think it's Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
It's a Sagittarius.
Sag.
It's Sag.
Bloody Sag. Like, I thought it's Sag. Or if I'm wrong as well, jokes. But like, comment what it actually is.
A Sagittarius likes freedom.
Right. Unique.
Being outdoors.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. So we've established they are very generic and a bit like they do seem like they're a load of bollocks. But yeah. Anyways, what I'm saying about the zodiac system, like we don't know enough about it. Like, tell me this, mate. Tell me this, okay? Right. So the whole like this is actually going on to something a little bit different. But you know that pyramid video I did, the Egyptian pyramids. Yep. So how those pyramids face the North Star, so the North Pole. They perfectly face the North Pole. They are perfectly symmetrical. Bearing in mind, back then, mate, they had absolutely no idea of where, like, how could they calculate where the North Pole is? How could they make them perfectly symmetrical with no, like, architectural, like, help? Bearing in mind, they can't even do it. Even now, with the technology we have, they can't figure out how to build a perfectly symmetrical pyramid like they did. Even now.
I know this is going to go against everything I've ever said on this episode.
Yeah.
But the Egyptians, like, they had some alien help.
They had alien help.
Mate, how is it physically possible to build a pyramid?
Yeah.
With you know how big them blocks are?
Brother, I was next to them.
Yeah. How is that physically possible? You can barely do that today with all the modern technology.
That's what I literally just said.
Yeah, but I know, but it's because I was just gone against all of this.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, standing next to those, like, I hope I'll get a picture right now up of me standing next to those blocks. They said that they had like 10 or 20 like lads would just get round them and pick them up.
Oh, pick them up.
And just put them in place. And, mate, I'm telling you, bruv, like, no one's able to move them.
Where have they even got the stone from? I swear the stone's from,
So
like...
what they said is they brought, like, when I'm there, they explain how it was made. And they brought all those blocks on boats down the River Nile, which used to run past the pyramids. Obviously, it's not there anymore, but it used to, like, like, surely it would weigh the boat down. I don't know.
A nice wooden boat.
Yeah, like, they would bring the boat along and, yeah, they would do it all then. But listen, what I want to know as well is okay, so if it's alien help, like, what type of alien help? Like, is it from who we know, who we refer to as God?
Oh.
Is it that sort of help? Is it, you know, is it aliens in, like, from another planet? Like, we think, ooh,
Were
aliens.
they cat-like aliens?
Cat?
Sphinxes. You know, because the
Yeah.
cat in ancient Egypt.
Okay, I
was,
mean, perhaps, but the other thing to take into consideration is obviously in that video that I made, I say how all these different, what they refer to as, you know, the like Stonehenge and stuff. They're mystery.
what
are they called?
The prophecies.
No, basically the unknown how they got there. Places of the world. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Like Machu Picchu.
Yeah, basically they all line up perfectly to make a perfect like line around the Earth. You didn't watch my video, did you?
Yeah, I did watch that.
How did you not remember that bit then?
It was like 2 years ago.
No, it was like last year. So imagine this is the Earth. Nice mug shape. Listen, they make a perfect line all the way around the Earth. They all line up together. There's no way humans just decided that was going to happen. There has been some help. There has been some sort of alien help. I don't know what though. None of us do.
It's interesting that you think they all line up.
No, I don't
Because
think
how can they line up if the world is flat?
What you think? You think the world's flat now? No. Overall, like all the conspiracies there are in the world, it is very like mind blowing, and I feel like there's got to be a reason why it literally hurts your brain to try and figure it out, doesn't it? Like, why can't we comprehend how? Like, we can't figure out any of them, and that's because it's done by a far superior source than our human race.
How long ago were the Egyptians?
Dunno.
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands.
Generations.
Yeah. And bearing in mind as well, right, I will say, when I went to see the pyramids, right, so obviously you have the Great Pyramids, and then, like, miles away, there are other pyramids, and, mate, these other ones were so shit, like, mate, these other ones, like, they were all, like, rickety-tickety, like, falling down, like, proper shit. They were, like, you can tell, humans made these ones.
They're built by humans.
Yeah, you can tell, like, they were all falling down. They were all, like, I was told these other ones, these rubbish ones, were younger than the Great Pyramids. Yet the Great Pyramids, I know they've been maintained by people, but the formation, the symmetry, all of that, I'm sorry, but they weren't made by humans.
They didn't even have, like, rulers or anything to, like, measure, like...
I mean, they, like...
How do you... Okay, so without... Let's say they had no rulers, no measuring devices. Yeah. How do you work out how to perfectly align?
Yeah.
And the insides are all complicated. They're all like tombs.
No, there's only literally like it just goes in.
No, but there are secret tombs.
Yeah, but it's like there's like because what they are, you do realize the pyramids are just like so when a king dies, it's just the tomb of King
Tutankhamun.
Yeah.
He wasn't in a pyramid.
No.
Let's discuss Tutankhamun. This was you know about the Tutankhamun story.
What do you mean?
That is it. Howard Carter.
Yeah.
They went in, they discovered it, and on it was like, "Do not enter. You're gonna die."
Where did they go?
Egypt. You know King Tutankhamun.
But where are they going inside that says "Do not enter"?
His tomb. So
yeah,
when
which is where? In
Egypt.
Underground.
Yes.
Like they
yeah, but what did they not put it in? I swear.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was like they discovered.
Okay.
So they go and it said, "Do not enter. You're gonna die."
You're gonna die.
Yep. Okay. So they go in, excavate it, take them out, whatever. And then, I think it's like a few days later, one of them got a mosquito bite and died.
Right, I had malaria. She's got malaria, mate.
Yeah, but I think they both just died.
What's like the possessed...
the mosquito got them.
So is that it?
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough beans beyond that, mate.
Coming out of all people.
No, I say I'm open to things. I say I'm really open to the conspiracies, etc. But... going and finding a tomb and then getting bitten by a mosquito where, you're in Africa, malaria is massive. It's the biggest killer on the planet. It's not surprising if you've been killed by a mosquito bite back then. Like, for me. But, yeah, anyways, the biggest thing that blows my mind as well is, like, not necessarily as, like, how they built these things, but facing the North Pole perfectly.
How do they do that without a compass?
Perfectly. They're in line with, I don't know the terminology, but it's like the Orion Belt, which is like a star, like a group of stars, and the pyramids line up with them perfectly on like a certain day in the year that's like a big day or something like that. Like,
I'll tell you how they did that.
How they did that?
The super beings.
The super beings. Yeah. Who are they?
Or whoever the aliens, the super beings, whatever. They were like, this is how you do it, boys.
But why? Okay, so say if they did get involved and they were like, right, lads, this is how it's done. What's their motive? Why? Why build pyramids? Why build the heads at Easter Island? What's the point?
Because
what do they get out of it?
They ruled the world.
They ruled the world.
What's the point of us building cool agricultural things that we never use?
Yeah, but at least we say on every building it says built by this person.
Yeah,
the pyramids.
Stonehenge isn't Stonehenge like a something to do with the sun, or isn't it?
I don't know, but they like at the end of the day, it's another one where they're like, how's this done and why is it done?
Well, maybe the pyramids were built specifically to be a sick tomb.
Yeah, but
well, there you go.
So it's just so the aliens were like, let's give this geezer a great tomb.
He's been a good pharaoh. He deserves a nice big one.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe. But I find the interesting thing as well is like when we went to the pyramids, you weren't allowed to take any pictures inside. Why not? It was very much in and out. I started obviously recording on the sly. Mate, I got grilled. Like,
really?
Like when the security saw me, he grilled me. He was like trying to make me delete it, and I just pretended like I didn't know how to work the phone. Like, don't know how to delete it. But yeah, like it was all very, very dodgy. But yeah, mate. Okay. Let's just go with the bottom line. You believe aliens are real?
Oh, I wasn't anticipating. Oh,
yeah. Yes or no? 3, 2, 1, go.
No, but no. Wait, hear me out.
Mate.
There's definitely. Okay, what do you call an alien?
An alien, extraterrestrial, not from this planet, lives on another planet.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think I mean by aliens?
Like a little green creature.
Okay. So this is my question. Where do we get the concept of what an alien looks like?
Yep.
Where's this green little man come from?
Come from somewhere.
Is that what they look like? Is that what they look like? I know we have such a cartoon sort of almost image of them, but that image has got to have come from somewhere. And if you look at all these instances of like, I mean, there's that film that where it literally shows the real recordings of this time where people were getting abducted, and it was like, gives me chills even talking about it. Like, because like it would, and I just feel like all these sort of stereotypical ideas of alien abduction, what aliens look like, they've come from somewhere, and I just think they're real, mate.
So
even NASA people, ex-NASA people that come out and say, look, mate, aliens, they retire and they're like, aliens are real, bruv. Like, they just are, like, we're fully aware of them, but they don't tell people because it would cause too much of an uproar.
Anyone that says that in the entire universe there is not another living form apart from on Earth, like, the chances of that are so ridiculous. I'm sorry,
there has to be.
There has to be. But they're saying that, not necessarily. They don't have to necessarily be like a more advanced life form.
No, but
because why haven't they made contact if they're more advanced?
They have made contact, and that's why they're more advanced, because they've made contact without you even bloody realising it, mate.
So why are they making contact and just going straight to Area 51?
What do you mean going straight to Area 51?
Like, if you're saying Area 51's like...
No, that's just a research place for aliens.
So you're saying there's no aliens at Area 51?
No, but there may be. They may have been taken there. They may have. That may be a point of contact for them. That may be where they're like, I don't know. We obviously don't know. But the point is that I believe they are more advanced than us, and they've made contact. But I feel like there's that sort of thing. But nothing's said, because if there is, then it'd be too much of a.
So if an alien comes down to Earth, and makes contact, why are they? Because they have no idea what Earth is. Okay.
How do you know?
Right. Let's just say they have no idea.
Okay.
They have no idea of the agriculture, the hierarchy system, the people in power.
Yeah.
And the human race or the government have been able to keep that a secret. They have been able to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So how have they not just spoken to some random Donny on the street?
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at us, we're aliens.
Well,
they've gone to the government of America and be like, look, boys, we're here.
Well, because the average guy on the street, for one isn't able to contact aliens. So I don't think it's a matter of they've landed on Earth miraculously. I think contact has been made from the millions of light years away, right? Contact has been made, and there's been arrangement. Yo, meet me down the corner shop. From NASA, like, can't meet me down and play a bit of footy.
Meet me at 721 Area 51.
Yeah, like something like that. And I don't know. I think it's done more like that rather than them just turning up. I mean, maybe they have just turned up. Maybe, they can take different forms. Maybe people that you see down the street may actually be an alien.
What if the clicky thing in Men in Black?
Clicky thing.
Yeah,
I ain't watched it.
You've never seen Men in Black.
Okay, so wait, does it just make you forget your memory? I think I saw an advert.
Beep.
Yeah.
and everything's wiped.
Yeah, maybe it's
How
something
would
like that.
we know that hasn't happened because you wouldn't remember it?
Yeah. There may be. I mean, you never know, mate. That's the thing. You never know. Whatever they are, I think, you know, there obviously has been contact, and in order for there to be contact and for them to come here, they have to be more advanced than us because we're not advanced enough to get to their planet. So I think your mum.
How do we know that the human race hasn't already discovered life outside of Earth?
Well, that's the whole point we're discussing, aren't we?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Right. I'm a bit concerned people are going to be like, these boys don't even... Like,
Crazy!
We haven't researched anything that we're chatting about, so like, well, we have a little bit, but, you know, obviously...
It's exciting to talk
It is
about
exciting. It's well
conspiracy
exciting
theories.
to talk about and like get to the bottom of it because obviously we're never going to get to the bottom of it, and that's the difficult thing. Like, you can discuss, give your opinion, but we don't know any of these things unless you, Theo, become a NASA person.
All right, I'll give you last one. Okay, last one. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Does he know all these secrets? Are they just keeping him? Stop tweeting all these secrets. Like, do you reckon if you're the president of the United States, you just know what's going on in Area 51?
Yeah. Of course. But you're
Why,
signed to see. Well, because
Wait, if you're the president of the United States,
yeah.
I guarantee you there are things that you're not allowed to know still. There are people higher up in the government.
Yeah, well, maybe, arguably. We don't know about that, though, mate. We don't know. But like this, Oh, no, wait, I was about to say something. Oh, yeah, like The Simpsons.
Oh, the whole...
Like, how does The Simpsons keep predicting different things? Like,
because they've just done so many episodes.
yeah, but, mate, the accuracy is scary.
Okay, yeah, but...
Like, the accuracy is what is like, I mean, so many episodes. Yeah, okay, you know, SpongeBob's done a lot of episodes. You know, it has. But there's so many, mate, that if we went into them, I mean, I think in another video we maybe actually should dissect them because there's so many that I don't think you even know.
No, I do know because
No, but all of them.
I'm a big Simpsons fan. Like, there's a huge, because like it's massive that people are thinking Matt Groening.
Graining. Matt Groening. I swear I've heard Americans be like, Matt Groening.
Matt Groening.
Okay.
He's a time traveller.
Yeah, arguably.
That's what they think.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he just blatantly go and say, I'm a time traveller?
Maybe that's the code.
That's
the code of honour. Time traveller's code.
Yeah, but is there
because if you're a time traveller and you go back in time and say I'm a time traveller, you're going to change the course of history, and then the future is going to be changed. Have you ever watched Travellers? The series?
No.
Oh, amazing, absolutely amazing.
Why?
I love the thought of time travel.
Yeah, so you believe in time travel?
Oh crap! I like the idea.
I love time travel.
I
think it's a load of bollocks.
I love the idea of time travel.
Yeah.
But in my head, thinking that there is a way to go back in time.
The thing I noticed about you, Theo, mate, is that everything for you has to be logical. So, like, if it doesn't make perfect sense in, like, black and white, then it's not possible.
Because there's that thing, if you go to, so say if you go to, like, a foreign planet.
Yeah.
You go down to that planet.
Yeah.
For, like, 7 minutes. In Earth time, that's, like, 7 days.
How do you know? It's dependent on the planet.
No, that's, like, it's proven. It's factual. Like, you can go to somewhere in space... and time is different to when you're on Earth.
Yeah, time is different, but it's not like, is the second you go out of the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, I know. But is that time traveling? Like, for you, it's been 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But for everyone else back on the spaceship or at Earth, it's been 7 days.
Yeah, but you'd have to leave Earth in order for that to happen.
Yeah.
Well, so you're saying Matt Groening has just left Earth for a bit and now he's... Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that is a way of time travel that is possible. Okay.
I don't think that's on like the.
Have I gone crazy?
Well, it's just the sort of time travel we're talking about, isn't that? Like, that's yet again the logical time travel. If you leave the Earth and black and white, then blah, 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 blah. But you know what I mean? Like, I think, Theo, you need to broaden your horizons. So things may not be as, you know, there are things that are possible that aren't actually logical to the human brain.
They're illogical possible things.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I just think, it's important to be open to that. You know, that's how you make things happen.
I love talking about this stuff.
Wait,
yeah.
If you want science to like back things up, right? You know this whole reincarnation.
Yeah.
You know, like the Big Bang.
Yeah.
No, it was all matter that exists today existed at the time of the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Like that created all matter.
Yeah.
Matter can't be destroyed nor created.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but you're talking about physical things.
Yeah,
so when you die, your soul isn't a physical thing.
Okay.
So
where does it go?
So what's your point?
So is that your point? You're saying that
reincarnation, not like it is logical because every like piece that you're made up of has been here.
Yeah,
since-
but-
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, but it can change into different forms. So your body can next be mud.
Yeah, it
Like-
disintegrates.
No, but it can. It doesn't always just stay
Like when you
as
put in a
flesh.
coffin, you are a body.
Yeah.
Give it 10 years, mate. You're just bones.
Yeah. So like the thing is, the Big Bang, matter cannot be destroyed nor created, but it can take different forms. So that's what I'm saying. We're all ghosts.
Like when you get cremated, you go from being a 6 foot tall bloke to be a pile of ash.
To being 5'9". On stilts, shut up. Right, okay, that's enough conspiracy for today, I reckon.
I want more.
No, I know. If there's any other conspiracies that you think we should discuss, get them in the comments, because I think we should take them, research like loads, so that we have loads of points to give, and then we can be very much more
Honestly,
detailed
it doesn't
with
matter
it.
how crazy they sound. I love talking about
Yeah,
it. I
we
love
need to-
provoking the
We
ideas.
need to break Theo's wall of logicality, whatever it's called. I don't know.
Well, I said I think there might be aliens.
Might be.
I said there are
There
aliens.
are. No, I'm joking. But yeah, anyways, that is that for now. Peace.